Good Wednesday evening, friends and neighbors. Tesweegie at the desk in front of the worst internet bandwidth I have ever had for one of these streams. I am literally ordered a different internet service provider to start tomorrow, possibly Friday at the latest. I can't deal with this anymore. It seems like semi-annually, my ISP just decides, guess what? You're not going to be able to do anything this afternoon. Whee! Anyways, Flying Purple Baseball Beaters, 2005-2006 off-season, and we finished out of the postseason by a single game after an absolutely torrid pace through August and September. We did literally everything we could. And we came up short. So we had to say goodbye to a bunch of folks. We did a bunch of trades. In case you missed it on the results screen, we got Mark Pryor to be our new ace. Yeah, see previous comments. Spotty internet connection today. So this is going to be a shorter stream because we're just going to fly through things. And the worst part is the Mets, yes, they're spending a lot. Pineda and Penny as the twin aces of the bullpen, or the rotation. $90 million in salary for next season. Just ridiculous. I'm tempted by Cuddire. So a lot of guys have made it to free agency. Some familiar faces from our club. Carlos Guillen, CG9. On the market, asking for a lot of money. Brian Scott. Okay, Travis Tank, though. Terrible name, but $650K for a bullpen help? May not say no. We may just be in the... Alright, this is getting ridiculous, so I am going to turn my mobile hotspot on as an additional internet connection just to possibly keep this stream going. Again, I'm getting a new ISP tomorrow. Alright, now I'm running off both internet and mobile phone. Let's see if this works and we can get through tonight's stream. La Boomstick, thank you for the resub. Much appreciated. You'll get your name back up on the sub thanks for Friday stream. That's right, this Friday, the bootleg stream returns for This Week in Perfect Team Weekly Showdown. Dishes away, so Tesweegie will play. And of course, it means you get access again to the emotes, your name on the special thanks slide, and although you've declined it, anyone who subscribes does get a custom Out of the Park uniform set from yours truly. So we are very much in... Alright, possible lead on our backup option for hitting coach in our minor league system. We also have a pending offer on a pitching coach, Miguel Hernandez. Again, best option out of a bad bunch. We promote all of our guys up anyway. Tonight's broadcast is powered by Steam Whistle Brewing Company. Do one thing really, really well. Ah, yes. Oop, Nationals want to send me someone. Hello. Thrush. So, Troncoso, not feeling comfortable giving up. Michael Aubrey, Yeah, I can give up. He's Rule 5 eligible at this point. Had a good season, then stalled out. You're not going to get Troncoso, but... let's see who is on your club who we could pick up. Man, they got a lot of Canadians. Brad Stiles is at least... that's clearly not... I mean, Zwercic is a pending free agent. I do not like the movement. Sanchez, Chris Marini. I could get interested in Jason Dewey. Better backup option for our catcher situation than Jorge Vasquez. I mean, Jorge Vasquez can be a corner infielder backup as well. And we can option him down if we need to. Let's see if they're willing to eat some money. Alright, that's good. Let's not trade Sowers. I got a sense about him. Upton. Yeah, let's trade away Riggins here. Or Doughty. Yeah, Brett Doughty is going to be our yeet. Boom. Eager to see how he does behind the plate. And hopefully Aubrey can do well with his new club, the Gannettes. Yeah, that song was getting annoying. Yay, my new internet equipment has shipped. It should be here in time for the weekly showdown, so I don't have this same struggle next time I stream. Alright, we got Nick Day joining the Asheville Tourists. Captain and a big defensive presence. As long as he's not Rule 5 eligible, I can't wait to see what he does. Let's get to the winter meetings and see if we can't swing some more deals. All right, Hernandez says yes. He will sign a contract with us. Julio Lugo signed for how? Manny Ramirez to Toronto. Okay, we got to pump the brakes and see where all of these deals are happening. Wow. Off-season center to we go. Julio Lugo to the White Sox for $46 million over 7 years. I mean, good luck, fragile guy. Manny Ramirez to Toronto, 5 years at $54 million total. Ugh, and he gets to wear the ugly swoosh J. Not ugly. I was wearing that swoosh J on Laptop Town stream a while ago. Important thing is, he's out of the division. He won his ring with the 2003 Dodgers, and now he's back in the American League. Robert Bowser to Texas to be their new closer. Juan Brito to the Dodgers, who continue to spend money. Jeremy Robertson. Can we just take a quick second and look at Jeremy Robertson's contract history? What possible information did he have on Mariners brass to justify a 3-year, $32.3 million contract to stick around in Seattle? Hey, Doc, welcome in! You missed all the hiccups with the internet that I had earlier. I'm tethering off my phone right now. I will have a new ISP by the time the weekly showdown bootleg stream kicks off on Friday at 8 o'clock. So this is the Flying Purple Baseball Beaters, my Colorado Rockies historical redo. And this is specifically the 2005-2006 offseason. We just saw Manny Ramirez takes his talents to Toronto after opting out of his contract with the Dodgers. Julio Lugo to the White Stockings. Jeremy Robertson joined the reigning world champion New York Mets. Marcus Giles, $4,033,000 per. Rangers spending big. They won the whole shebang 2 years ago. Oakland dropping money on a pair of starters. Martin Mainville back to the Bay Area, and Michael Diebold. Notable in free agency that we can't afford is Carlos Guillen. We're not signing anyone till after the Rule 5 draft. Hello, there are players in the pool. I mean, Sean Green would be hilarious to get. But we have Sizemore. And also we can't afford his $13 million contract. Dunno! Congrats on winning that bronze brunch. I placed in the top 4. That's my second consecutive top 4 finish in that tournament. Man, you took down the Binturongs. That's Christoforus' team. That's one heck of a club. All right, Tejada from Detroit. Loretta from the Phillies. I mean, Amezaga is a guy who I've had my eye on as a possible acquisition because he is a defensive stud. I just don't think he plays over Tony Pena Jr. The bat is inarguably better on TPJ, even if the defense isn't. Amezaga is on another level. So that's an option, you know. Oh, congrats, Dr. Dynastic. Way to go on winning the silver platter. I've yet to get to the top of any one championship. All right, bunch of people coming available from Chicago. Let's go to the prospect filter to get rid of anyone who's fragile. Aha! Now I've gotten rid of all the weirdos. Hey, Overbay. Yeah, he was actually with the Blue Jays too. Formerly with the Guardians. Baerga, Kaz Matsui, Iguchi. Got converted to first base. All right, so let's take a look at the team as it is right now and see where we can actually make improvements. Catcher, Shea Hillenbrand, signed for the rest of the decade on a sweetheart deal. He's gotten 3 straight Golden Gloves, so no complaints there. Shea's our dude. First base, temporarily, it's Tag Bozide. Once Ken Griffey Jr. leaves, then Tag can move to left field. But for now, him playing first base every single day? Yes. The only reason he's not signed to a mega deal extension is because the injury history is getting worrisome. Second, Khalil Green. Defensively, But I mean, he put up almost 3 wins above replacement last season. I'm not going to say no to that. Shortstop, TPJ, we just saw. Steven Drew is our new third baseman, and holy snot boogers, that gap power. Launching 28 doubles in 75 starts. He's going to be so fun to have this season. Sizemore will take over in left field for now. He's also insurance in case Griffey Jr. gets injured. And yes, those of you who haven't seen my stream before, we've had Ken Griffey Jr. for the last decade. He has hit twice as many home runs in Colorado as he has in Seattle. And he now has sole possession of the home run career crown. And in center field, we can't upgrade. It's Marcus Thames. Maybe we can make a case for upgrading in rotation because Sarlos is going to be back on the IR as soon as we start that up again. Okay, clearly the music streaming is not going to do well. So this is going to be a quiet stream. So I don't know if there's any real trade opportunities we can make. Maybe we can add a Juan Rivera on the cheap to help out the bench, but even then, I don't see anything for the pitching or for the batting side, unless we want to get Sean Green, have him play left, and just go all in this year. But I don't see it. And besides, he doesn't want to come to Toronto or to Colorado anyway. Pitcher side. This guy's available? Pirates, what are you doing? Okay, let's flip over to pitching potential because this can show me PBAPIP and hamana. Pittsburgh. Why are you trading away your ace? I mean, we can't afford to extend him. That would probably be why. I bet you they can't extend him either. Attica, you would know best of all. That is true. Let's see. Jeff Martin, no. Peterson or Sauerbeck? I could see Sauerbeck possibly being helpful as a lefty option out of the pen. That'd just be a straight salary dump. You know what? Let's not bother with that. Yes, we just traded them Stephen Coey as well. This may be a very quiet winter meetings. Unless someone comes to me with a deal, I think we're just going to zip through this. And probably the less I stream this offseason, the better, because I don't want my phone to bark at me that I've blown through. Carlos Guillen to the Oakland Athletics, 4 years, $13.25 million. These aren't the modern Athletics. These guys spend moolah. And there's an opt-out in the middle of it. Wow. Oakland is not messing around. Adding Mainville and Diebolt. They want to get back in the race. And yes, that means the Orioles do get a supplementary pick because I traded Guillen to the Orioles for... I can't even remember his name now. Mike someone or other. Scanlon. Yes, Matt Scanlon. So we're gonna hold off on making any big deals. I mean, as it stands, we are third in the WAR chart. Now, hold on. Hello. What is this, you may ask? Well, this is the start of something that I've been working on off stream and finally got off my duff and put into game. I have done a faux retro version of the Cleveland Guardians uniforms using what SF Giants 58 has put on the sportslogos.net forums. This is the first release of that, or the first era of that. I basically took the Cleveland Club's uniforms from that era and changed it so that way they are appropriately using a proper his SF Giants remodeled Guardian's head instead of Chief Wahoo. So expect more of those to be put together and expect a pack to be released on the Out of the Park forums as Project Tedium. So named because Yukarin Kazami, another one of our affiliate streamers, said that this would be a very tedious project, and I piped up and said, "Did someone say tedious project?" Pastor Joe Boggs, thank you for the follow. Much appreciated. Let's get to that Rule 5 draft and see if anything comes up. I am intentionally not doing anything until then. Bobby Games will stay in Atlanta. Scott Radinsky, friend of the franchise, heads to Oakland. He rejoins with Carlos Guillen. Oh, isn't that nice? Oh yeah, IBDB for you, or to you. Yeah, the logos are solid. I'm really pleased with the work SF Giants put together, and that Guardian head is going to be in a lot of uniforms. Kegleg, no, I'm decent. Are you thinking of donating your next resub? Ah, excellent. Thank you for doing the sell for me. Let me just fix this so this is not there. So that's right. If you subscribe or get gifted, courtesy of Captain Kegleg, who is very generous, you'll get access to these exclusive emotes, your name on the special thanks slide, and per sub or resub, a custom Out of the Park uniform set from me. Use it for your perfect team. Use it for your franchise mode. It's yours to keep as my way of saying thanks for supporting my habit. All right. Rule 5 draft day. Do we have anyone who we care to save? Brian Carter, maybe. Anudi Cuevas, Burblinger's on the Rule 5? I mean, I'm not sure he'd play, but he's there. Omar Quintana, pass. Okay, just on the name, Brent Oost. I could probably take Oost and then ditch Nick Green, who we added off waivers. Let's compare the two. Oh, no, Nick Green's still better. But he's Belgian. How often do you see a Belgian player in these games? I hope Oost goes somewhere. Oh, hello. Mr. Chu, I presume. I always got to look to see if there's any mismatched guys, like Wainwright's available in Rule 5? Wow. That's unfortunate for him. Like, are there any first basemen here, like Josh Hall, who are truly a two-way guy? Okay, maybe not Josh Hall, bad example. Or pitchers who can bat. Take a look there. Carlos Zambrano? Maybe? No. Pitching ratings. Let's take a look at who's got at least maybe a PBABIP. Justin Gilman, pass. Casey Davis, if he could figure out where to point it, it'd be incredible, but I cannot abide by that kind of BB per 9. Holy snot boogers. Looks like we're not taking anyone. So let's start the Rule 5. Continue. Scout says we should skip, so that's what we'll do. All right, Anudi Cuevas has been selected. He is now a San Francisco Giant. Good for Anaudi. Skip the pick. Next. Skip the pick. Next. All right, which poverty franchise is taking all these players? Oakland and St. Louis really going deep. Some familiar names in Nick Swisher. Hey, Brent Oost got taken. He's now with the Yankees. Oh, and Rajay Davis. Speaking of poverty franchises, this team is not Steinbrenner's Yankees. For one thing, they are 26th in player payroll. Their highest paid player is Roy Halladay. They actually got a decent deal on. And they've basically become... Oh, yeah, we traded away Steve Green to these guys. And of course Steve Green has developed into something phenomenal for them. He didn't quite put it together with us when we acquired him from the Diamondbacks. Traded him to the Yankees, and suddenly he's good. Well, better. But I wonder if Halladay can be pried from this club. Decent PBAPIP. Extreme ground ball. For Falkenborg or Pryor, so this would be like a three-way or another deal. Falkenborg's only got 2 years remaining on his contract, 35% retained. Halladay has 3 years remaining, so we'd be getting more years of a player. I would love to bring Halladay to Coors Field. Oh, the control, though. Ah, dang. I don't like the control. And Halladay is a local boy. He's a Colorado kid. Oh, this bugs me. And I'm not giving up Pryor, who we literally just got. Yeah, they have the Wish.com version of Steinbrenner. And you're telling me... Okay. What about a Joe Little? All right, that moves the needle a little bit. William Juarez is going to be rejoining our rotation, by the way. Oh, okay, so if they want to eat money, then we got to go with one of those young guys. Otherwise, I mean, Falkenborg did okay in 15 starts with our club once we got him from Baltimore. You know what? Damn the torpedoes. I think we're going to bring Roy Halladay into our club. Let's add some cash. Or let's make it revenue neutral. And let's throw in nothing prospect like a lot of Plouffe. Melvin Upton Jr. might still be useful. I don't like the avoid Ks. Randazzo got a chance to start and had a terrible time. Plus, he's a fan favorite. Not giving up Sizemore or Otska. Olchin, though. Wait, James McDonald is a two-way guy? Okay, I wouldn't play him two-way. He's turning into an interesting player. Olchin is our backup outfielder, and he was negative wins above replacement. Let's trade away Olchin. And they get to eat more money. Okay, we may have a deal here. Let's see if we can get something more from these guys. Bill Bray, they just got. Jim Henderson has issues keeping the ball in the park. Burke Badenhop is too high of rated of a prospect to be pulled away. See if they'll include a David Pauly. Nope, then we're back to the drawing board. Let's ask for Wiley Mopena. Basically swap a rangy outfielder for an even rangier outfielder. Let's do it. One of my favorite players in all of baseball. Roy Halladay comes home to Colorado. Yes. 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 And of course he's going to be in the starting rotation because Kirk Saarloos is going to be on the IR to start the season. And that actually helps us out with our salary because otherwise we'd be up a creek. Only $2.8 million for, admittedly, this universe's version of Roy Halladay, but still, it's a version of Roy Halladay. I mean, yes, Falkenborg was worth 2.4 wins above replacement, but a lot of that, the bulk of that was with Baltimore, so it doesn't really count. Matt Morris heads out of town. We got a supplemental first round pick. Oh, he goes to the Dodgers. Great. Let's see. Ronnie Sorzano to the Mariners. Okay. Miedrich, Kloop, Konopke, Howie Clark. Okay, who was that guy we wanted to get on the minor league deal? Hold the phone. Mark Burley's available? Let me take a scouting request on that. Bartola Colon asking for a decent chunk of change. Lance Carter is type A, so we're not going to bother with him. Right, it was Jose Amado. Let's see if he'll take a minor league deal at $600K. Okay, fine, $650. He's durable. He can spell Bozide at first base if Griffey gets injured again. I like that move. Getting Jose Amado, I think, is the right move. Trade proposal coming in. All right, so what is Burley? Ooh, Burley got nerfed. Okay. From the Guardians, Fernando Tatis, Elder. Pending free agent. For Jorge Vasquez and Jose Gualderon. I don't see the value in this. That's a no from me, dog. We already got Dacey to be our backup corner and or utility dude. I do not see the value that Fernando Tatis the Elder would give. Larry Walker to the Athletics. Bartola Colon to the okay. Oakland, you can't just sign all of my old guys. That's not a thing. I know Dr. Dynastic rated in, but you don't have to sign all of my old players. Larry Walker, of course, was part of that 1998 World Series champion Colorado Rockies club. In the outfield with Bernie Williams and Ken Griffey Jr. Craig Burton to the or Craig Brown to the Mets. Matt Anderson to the Diamondbacks. Interesting. Mo Vaughn got a 1-year deal to head to the Pirates. Larry Walker, 2 years, 5.6 mil each. Ooh. Yeah, so Oakland is has opened the pocketbooks. They have spent a lot of money on free agents. They're up to 10th. And they probably have a chance to spend. They retained 100% on Troy Gloss. What was that trade deal? For Nick Allen, Victor Ixema, and Franklin Morales. Okay, so basically that was a dump just to get Morales. Oakland, my dudes, why are you the way that you are? Raul Mondesi heads to San Diego Padres. 2 years at 4 per. Let's see, did anyone make the Hall of Fame this time around? The names are blocked there, I can't see. Ricky Henderson, almost unanimous on his first ballot. Ryan Sandberg, first ballot. Cal Ripken Jr., first ballot. Ripken, of course, was briefly a part of the Colorado Rockies franchise. He goes in as an Oriole, no surprise. Dave Stieb managed to last 10 years on the ballot before being dropped off. No real other yikeses. I bet you Puckett gets in. All right, we are into the deep off season now. If we're starting the season at home, I will punt that to next stream session. If we're starting the season on the road, I might keep going. And we're just going to wait for the prices and all these guys to come down. Yeah. Just got to wait out the market. Guys, we got Roy Halladay. I don't care if he stinks. He's Roy Halladay. He's one of my favorites. Okay, Amato's being a jerk about it. All right, how about guaranteed money? Yeah, no. I'm walking away from that. 1.3 million for a backup first baseman? No. Mike Cameron to the Stros. Jose Vidro to the Marlins. Man, the Marlins have slowly been building a really good club lately. I mean, yeah, the pitching still leaves a lot to be desired. But the batting, Hafner, Nelson, Beltran, they got Hideki Matsui, which annoys me. Because I would so love to have him, but we don't have a DH. Mike Napoli just tattooing everything in sight. They gave the New York a real run for their money. Don't count out the fish. Doug Minkiewicz signed for how much with the Devil Rays? Squeeze me? You are not getting Chip Cannon. No, Yankees, no. Torrey Hunter, 7 years to go to the AL pennant winning Kansas City Royals. Splitting time between the Braves and the Brewers. He'll do well there. Doug Minkiewicz, 3 years at... Oh, okay. Tampa. What are you doing? Is that how much money it takes to attract talent to St. Petersburg? Maglio Ordonez to the Braves. 7.3 million per. Wrecked. Oh dear. Oh dear. Old friend Tim Davis to Baltimore. Old friend Byung Hyun Kim to the Braves. He was a ARB decline. Travis Tank, still waiting for getting a clean bill of health to the Mets. Wow, Brian Scott. The Pirates have actually offered him this amount of money. I mean, good for them. Okay, how about Rontre Johnson? He'll take the Trent Olchin spot in our outfield. Jerry Hairston to the Guardians. And that's the thing. Like, if you do the Brian Scott does indeed go to the Hunter Pence to the Astros. That's nice. That's the thing. If you do an historical save, you're either dealing with Chief Wahoo and you're comfortable with that. Me personally, I'm not. I know some online who are. Or you're looking at the modern Guardians uniforms after they stop being the Naps. So that's what Project TDM is going to try and fix. Oh, Luku comes crawling back. All right, Amato. What's Amato you? Wow, 85 million over 7 years. That is it's a healthy contract. Hairston to the Guardians, Lowell to the Athletics. They are just spending money hand over fist this season. I think they got humiliated by finishing as low as they did. I think that's what's going on. Oh, Mortale Mago. Uh, it's basically I'm not doing the no, this isn't Doc's community, and I'm also not doing the any house rules. Like I used to have the Kozono rule where you can't trade away a player you acquired in trade. It has to be via free agency or uh, via cutting them. We're also not doing the Bork rule that says we have to go acquire the most expensive player. Hey! We can spend money on scouting again. Or not. We're just going to leave things as they are. Johnson is okay with the offer. Hopefully Amato is as well. What's our schedule? Are we starting the season on the road? No, we're starting at home against Arizona. So will not be doing any uh, in-game action this season or this stream session. Sarlos to the injured list again. Halliday joins the rotation. The Sweegie zone. I mean, yeah, we spent a lot of money for Tams, but you have to remember when we signed this gargantuan contract, this was the season he was coming off of. He set the home run record. And he just won MVP again last season. Nice, nice. And yeah, Griffey, we probably shouldn't have signed the extension, but I wanted him to get to the home run record in purple pinstripes. And he has a shot at getting to 800 home runs this year. I mean, how can you not love baseball? It honestly looks like 2008 is going to shape up to be the next uh, in or out moment for the rotation for the team. I mean, a rotation of Pryor, Juarez, Foley, Rolandini, Halliday. That's real hard to say no to. Yes, it is better than his Cincy deal, mostly because he stayed healthy all the way through the season so far. Or he hasn't had any like overly grievous injuries. So we're running one pitcher over our usual roster limit. Not sure if it'll be Sanchez or Giuliano who heads down. We can move Vasquez over to like third base. And once we get our replacement for Olchin in Rontrace Johnson, I feel like we'll be in good shape. Let's set up the minor league system. I'm eagerly looking forward to James McDonald figuring out how to pitch. We got Randazzo Campillo, Carrillo, Maine. Got a bunch of guys who can join the team for spring training, I think. Speaking of which, let's zoom ahead to that. As the stream gets eerily quiet because I'm tethering off my phone because my wired internet has been having a case of the vapors basically since AM flipped to PM. Rontre Johnson and Jose Amato have joined our minor league team. So they are both going to be getting a chance to play with the big club. Anyone else who's on the 40-man roster is going to be getting... Oh, that is everyone. Okay. That's handy. I will move Upton Jr. and Carrillo up too. Why not? And let's turn off the force start on Randazzo. Joe Little, one of our top prospects. So this says Jose Amato may actually make the big club. I mean, against lefties, he mashes. I just waiting to see those results actually appear in game. His best season was at age 23 with the Diamondbacks. I have always coveted Amato. It's just a matter of can he steal a starting spot from someone else? Let's get to the draft pool announcement and see where we stand. I also should check where the other big names have signed. I bet you there's a few. Ooh, Sanchez getting a stuff bump. Okay. Or movement bump. Hey now. So maybe Sanchez gets into the rotation again. Sullivan still kicking butt. Oh, of course, Pryor gets a stuff and control drop. Less than ideal, but we can manage. Juarez with a control increase. Okay. Dan Foley stuff, movement, and control drop. Great. Glad to see that the torn rotator cuff has affected his results. Continuing to wait for Derek Barton to figure out how to bat. Preseason predictions. How bad is it going to be? You know the NL West is an absolute bloodbath. Because the Padres finally got good, and the Giants still have the Roland Rodriguez combo. And Kringen and Bootcheck and all those guys. They're calling Orioles Blue Jays to tie atop the American League East. Interesting. Twins, Rangers, 107 wins. Well, yeah, they got Brant Colomarino still, and Arias. They're calling for us to win 108 games and lead the division. Let's go. Mark Pryor going 15-5 with a 2.27 ERA. Yeah. I mean, I doubt we're going to lead the division in runs against, but I am all for this season to be a return to form. Cliff Floyd to the Dodgers, Sidney Ponson to the Braves. Good deal. Old friend Russ Ortiz to the Dodgers, so he's back in the division. Mike Young got the big paycheck from the Orioles. For Call, 4 years at 3.6 from the Astros. Willie Brown to the D-backs. Finally got let loose from Boston after putting up 17 wins. So he stays in the AL East. He's probably glad he doesn't have to bat anymore. All right, credit where credit is due. The D-backs are actually trying to spend money or trying to win. Meanwhile, Texas has basically fleeced a bunch of folks. Myself included, we gave up Cody Ross in a three-way deal, basically, to get Shane Victorino. I mean, he wasn't going to start in center field or left field for us. Let's be honest with ourselves. All right, let's get to that draft pool announcement. Oh, Colomarino with an injury. Brzezinski to the Yankees. Helton's injured again for the Phillies. Oh, man. Now, in 2006, I don't think anyone started the season overseas. I do keep an eye on that. We have seen games in Tokyo Dome. It doesn't look like they're doing another one until 2008 at Tokyo Dome. I've also asked Flying Canuck to put together the Sydney Cricket Ground for the 2014 season. We'll see if he... it's on his to-do list. Awesome. I should also make sure the Blue Jays have gotten rid of the gray caps and are using the black ones like they're supposed to at this day and age. Yep, there we go. That's the way they're supposed to look. So let me go to settings, modified colors. Oh, they're supposed to be called the Rogers Center by now. Update this team's pictures now. Oh yeah, that season was ridiculous, by the way. The Brant Colomarino coming out of nowhere with 79 home runs and 202 RBI. No wonder he won MVP. That was far and away the greatest single season in American League history. Let's see if there's any new uniforms for the season. Nope, this will be the last year the Diamondbacks wear these duds. Braves have added their red alternate. The Orioles are wearing their modern kit. They've fully updated. Red Sox, ditto. The White Sox, ditto. Cubs, ditto. So this will be the last year for the Reds uniforms. Next year's will be different. Guardians, of course, I have to update and get the 2007 ready. Or the next round. Rockies, do we have a new uniform? We have a new road alt. Ooh. Oh, that looks sharp. And a new home alternate. And we still bust out the purple uniforms on Sundays. Because what are we if not the flying purple baseball beaters? Marlins still wear these duds for another little while. They got their black alternate uniforms ready. Astros have plenty of alternates, but not using them right now. Royals have finally gone to their modern look with a black alternate uniform because of course they do. Ah, I see the Angels have a broken uniform. Good enough. Dodgers Brewers. Brewers have this look for a long while. Twins added a new home alternate uniform. Oh, right, 2000s. Everyone wears vests. Everyone wears black and everyone wears vests. Athletics wearing the modern kit. Mets still not wearing their modern stuff yet. Pirates added a new home alternate with pinstripes. Let me see. Are there any other alternatives? Green uniforms for the Tampa Bay Club. There is. Already saw the Blue Jays and the Nationals have a new alternate home uniform. Cool beans! All right, let's see who's in the draft pool. Because we are drafting 27th this time. Mock draft says we'd be taking Japhet Amador. Okay, interesting big bat. All batters. Let's see. So Donaldson, equally beefy. I mean, they're calling for Amador to be one of the top picks. If it means moving Tagbo Zitoff, I'm okay with that. Stockus, Giancarlo Stanton, anyone who I'd really like look for. Justin Upton, Gene Segura, Yanhervey Solarte, Johnny Lukes. Dude is an interesting right carrot shape. Donaldson probably is a corner outfielder. Frazier, Stockus, Salvi Perez. I don't know. I could talk myself into a Japhet Amador. Or we get Rizzo because it's Anthony Rizzo. And y'all know how much I adore that man. All right, let's take a look at the pitcher side. Max Scherzer. Okay, we got to go for Henderson Alvarez. That home run potential, that PBAPIP? Yes. No, I didn't see one of the rumors with which time his team has signed Blake Snell. There's Corey Rasmus, Colby's brother. Let's look at it from PBAPIP. Also wouldn't say no to an Okajima to parallel with our Otsuka. David Robertson seems like a really interesting option. Greg Holland if we wanted a real slam the door closer. Pardon me, my cat wants to join the party. Hello. All right, let's get to our first day off, at which point we can do some cuts. And the sooner we wrap this up, the sooner I can go tend to my dinner. I am doing slow cooker pulled pork tonight. Yeah, I know. Ooh. All right, so let's take a look at the pitching stats. I mean, credit where credit is due. Little has done really well. He's got 2 option years left. I think Soria's ready to go. Let's send Randazzo back down. Ditto for Carrillo. Ditto for Harper. Ditto for Rafael Rod. And ditto for Chris Mobley. All right, spring training. Let's send down Gomon and hope that one of Cannon and Dacey actually figure out how to play. Amato's done okay. Not as well as Tagbozy, but he's done okay. Dewey's hung in there. Vasquez has not, which means I'm free to send him down if I so chose, but let's give him a little bit more time. Pennington is not going to be joining the club. Rontre may actually be joining the team right out of spring training. And we'll send Mupton Jr. down. All right. On to the next gap in the schedule, at which point we can reassess where things stand. A lot of 1-0 games. A lot of 1-run games. Boston just lost Jason Giambi for the season. Ooh, ouch. All right. I'm not comfortable saying Joe Little's making the squad out of spring training, but damn if he's not next off the bump. Maine's done well. As a specialist V, right. Okay. I want to keep Giuliano. Stasio, do you have option years? No. So let's send down Maine. And we're going to have some very tough decisions to make. We may just have to waive Doug Stasio. Let's do that now, actually. All right. Dewey has made the club. Cannon still isn't impressing, so down to AAA he goes. I'm comfortable with saying Amato's made the club. Between James and Colina. Colina's out of option years. James is out of option years. I can only keep one of these two guys. And I think it's going to be Colina. Tony James. Waived and DFA'd. There's our 5 outfielders in Sizemore, Victorino, who has some infield eligibility. Rontre Johnson, Thames, and Griffey Jr. We'll keep Dacey. Does Dacey have option years? Yes, he does. Okay, so if Dacey still can't figure it out, then he's going to be sent down. Nick Green's having a hot postseason or a hot spring training, but Maybe we can just shop him and get someone instead. Yeah, Juarez is having a bad spring, but I bet you he'll come back. Nah, we're just going to wave in DFA Nick Green. And we still have 4 more cuts to make as we enter. I mean, you have to keep in mind some of that BABIP is. Oh, Sean Green's injured. Interesting. Sabathia gone for season. Oh, those poor Reds. Oh, dear. Vasquez, oblique strain. Well, that helps trim down some of the chaff. Dan Foley will miss a start. Yeah, Red Sox are in rough shape. Let's put Dan Foley on the 15-day retroactive so that way we can at least keep our 12 pitchers. And there's our guys. I'd much rather have Bauer in the rotation than Sanchez. Or in the... Can we move Sanchez to the rotation? Or let's move Bauer to the bullpen. Okay, so rotation will be Pryor, Juarez, Halladay, Rolandini, Sanchez, because friggin' Dan Foley is injured again. And we don't know when he's coming back. I like the bullpen. Hillenbrand had a trash spring training, but he's got the spot. We're going to add Amato to our 40-man roster. We're going to waive Dacey. Or a DFA Dacey. And there we go. We'll be able to platoon Sizemore by putting Bozede in left and Amato at first base. We got Johnson and Victorino both as backup outfielders. Colina, Victorino can help out on the infield. So Colina survives the cuts. We head for opening day. And I'm eager to see if we're still projected to win the thing. Because the Padres had a really good spring training, as you can see. Ooh, Rafael Rodriguez with a stuff and everything bump. Fernando Rodriguez Jr. looks pretty decent. Jesse Mack, going to be fun to have. Adam Gilman Gillahan has turned into something interesting. Joe Smith may not. Let's ask the AI to set up our minor league team. Dacey, you just didn't figure it out. All 3 of these guys have been successfully sent down to the minors. And now let's take a look. We got 74 guys in Casper. The oldest of whom I am going to crumple, 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 yeet. Aw, Dustin Mollican, good Canadian kid. There. Now people can actually get playtime. So next time I stream Game 1 of the 2006 season at home, Willie Juarez getting the start. Mildly confident about this group. Great to see Campillo was able to work his way back into the bullpen. I still can't believe we got Halladay. Guys! Roy stinking Halladay! Almost time for, All right. Win it all this year. Thanks, boss. Sure. I'll get right on it, eh? Top prospects. Any of these guys graduated yet? Encarnacion's with the Cardinals. Double E. Turner, not yet. Tulowitzki is up with the Diamondbacks. Murphy with it is still growing up. Yeah, can you give us some more cash? Lincecum still figuring it out with the Yanks. Craig's up with the big club. Kershaw's already torn his flexor tendon. Oof, Maron. And our preseason prediction, now we're only projected to win 105 games. They're calling Thames for 52 home runs, Eldred for 61. I mean, whew. Yeah, Eldred's a bit of a beast. Bosey for 47 home runs. Would love to see that. Pryor and Halladay both going to be among the top pitchers. Oh, Halladay got a control bump. Nice. Won with the Phillies in 1999 as a rookie. And then with the Tigers in 2003 as an established pitcher. And now the local boy comes home. Who's still a non... Was it Rontre? Yeah, it was Rontre Johnson. Okay. You know what? I'm going to call an audible. We're not going to do opening day. We're going to do Halladay's first start as a Rocky. All right. Tag Bozede gives us the win in the 7th. Rowan Horse blows the save, but no matter, we win. Bauer is closer. Okay, I can vibe with that. Mark Pryor's debut game. He takes the loss 3-6. The local boy comes home. Next Wednesday, here on the Flying Purple Baseball Beaters. You'll see me next on Friday with This Week in Perfect Team Weekly Showdown bootleg stream, and then again on Saturday with the Saturday Seafarers. Another off-season stream. We got reverse swept in the second round. I'm displeased about that, but is what it is. Time is precious, folks, and I'm grateful that you've chosen to spend some of yours with me tonight. Other streamers are coming on later tonight. Nursha Bainko, Yukadin Kazami possibly, and Ezra Denny with Out of the Park After Dark. Tune into those, folks. I'll see if there's anyone I can raid y'all into. take care of yourselves. Firage, take us out. Have a great rest of the week, everyone. See you Friday.